Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are all safe at home. Right? Already in the previous session we completed what is ratio, how to find the ratio of two quantities. Okay? And when we can find out the ratio of given quantities, if the both quantities are in the same ratio, same units, then we can find out the ratio of given quantities. Let us come to the today's topic is proportion. What is meaning of proportion? So let us discuss a simple example. You can understand in a better way, right? So proportion is nothing but if two ratios are equal, if two different situations have the same ratio, then both are proportion. Okay? Let us take a simple example. You can understand in a better way. Ajay and Vijay. Ajay and Vijay are two friends. Okay? Ajay bought 10 pence for rupees 50. Okay? Ajay bought 10 pence for rupees 50, whereas Vijay bought 20 pence for rupees 100. Whether both are in the same ratio, let us find out. So then how to find the ratio? The ratio of pence. Okay, I told you ratio we can find out if both the quantities are in the same unit only. So we need to find the ratio of pence, which is equal to Ajay pence is 10 and Vijay is 20, which is nothing but 1:2 ratio. Okay, the ratio of pence is 1:2 and the ratio of caste. Okay, this is the caste, that is 50:100, even though which is equal to 1:2. So therefore here Ajay and Vijay both are, whatever they got the pence and caste. Okay, pence and caste, the caste of are in the proportion, Okay, so what is that meaning? So therefore here we can write it as the ratio of their pence is equal to 10:20, which is equal to 50:100. Clear children? So here we can say that these two ratios are equal. That means the ratio of their pence is equal to the ratio of the caste of the pence are equal here. Then we can say these two are in the pence as well as caste are in the proportion. This is clear children, right? Let us discuss one more example. We can understand in a better way, right? So let us take that. Suppose let us take a simple example. One more example we are going to discuss. 3:5 is equal to, I am taking that 15:25. See this here, I am saying that these two. That means here I am finding equivalent ratio of this ratio. How to get 15:25? When we are multiplying with 5, you will get other ratio, that is 15:25. See, I am saying that these two are equal. That means to find the equivalent ratio of first ratio, you will get the second ratio. Right? Both are in the dependent. So, we can say that these two are in the proportion. Clear? So, now the proportion symbol, proportion can be denoted as, proportion is the symbol of proportion. The symbol of proportion is 4 dots. Okay, we can use the ratio for 2 dots. If we can say that if the given two ratios are in the proportion, we can use the symbol this one, or we can say it is equal to also. We can use equal symbol also. Just now we used here equal symbol, here also equal to symbol. That is here, see, the same way this is 10 is to 20, as means proportion 50 is to 100. Clear? So this is nothing but proportion. You can write as like this, or you can use equal to symbol also. Right, children? So what is the proportion here? Proportion is the ratio of two different situations having the equal ratio. Having the equal ratio, then we can say that the ratio is in the proportion. Is it clear, children? Right. I'll write the definition on the board. You please copy. Right, children? Let us discuss the definition of proportion. Okay? So what is the proportion here? Proportion means if two ratios are equal. If two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion. And use the symbol is 4 dots. See this here? Like this you can use the symbol, or is equal to equate the two ratios. Clear? So now in the proportion of A is to B, proportion C is to D, in this ratio, in this proportion, the A and D, that is first and fourth terms, are known as extreme terms. What are called? First and fourth, that is A and D, are known as extreme terms, and second and third, that is B and C, are known as middle terms. Clear? A and C are extreme terms. Okay, extreme, and this is called middle terms. Right, children? In the proportion of A is to B, proportion C is to D, first and fourth, that is first and last terms, are called extreme terms. Nevertheless, the middlemost value, that is B and C, are known as middle terms. So what is the proportion here? If two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion, and use the symbol is proportion, or is equal to equate the two ratios. So in that, first one is in the proportion of A is to B, proportion C is to D, first and last terms, that is first and fourth terms, are called extreme terms, and B and C, that is second and third terms, are known as middle terms. Right, children? Please copy this. Right, children? Let us discuss one example, whether it is in a proportion or not. Are the ratios here 15 km is to 75 km and 12 grams is to 60 grams? Okay? Are in proportion or not? We need to find out whether these two ratios are in the proportion or not. So what we are going to do? We need to find out the simplest form of these two ratios. Then we will get the answer. That's it. Very simple here. We need to find out the simplest form of the given ratios. Okay. So now, given that the ratios are 15 km is to 75 km, and the other ratio is 12 grams is to 60 grams. Children, see here, this ratio in terms of kilometer, this ratio in terms of grams. Quantities are different, units are different, but they are in the ratio. Okay, whether these two are equal or not, we need to check it out. So now, which is implies 15 is to 75, which is equal to 15 by 75, should divide with 15. Okay, in the numerator and denominator. Why? Both are multiples of 15. So 1 by 15 will be cancelled, you get 1. 75 is nothing but 15. So 75 divided by 15 is nothing but 5, which is equal to 1 is to 5. We got the ratio. And the second one is that is 12 is to 60, which is nothing but 12 by 60. By cancellation with 12, means by dividing with 12 in the numerator and denominator, you will get 1 by 5, which is implies the ratio we got here also 1 is to 5. So after finding the simplest form of given two ratios, we got both are equal, 1:5 and 1:5. So therefore here, therefore 15 kilometer is to 75 kilometer and 12 grams is to 60 grams are in the proportion. Clear, children? This is a way to find out whether the given two ratios are in the proportion or not. You just find out the simplest form of given ratios. You will get idea. Is it clear, children? Just copy this. Right, children? Let us discuss exercise 12.2, question number 1. Determine if the following are in proportion or not. So here they given first bit is A1 15, 45, 40 and 120, and here 32, 48, 70 and 210. Children, see this here, they given in order wise. First value, second value, third value, fourth value. So we need to find out whether these four numbers are in the proportion or not. That means find the ratio of first two values, find the ratio of third and fourth values. Okay, you can find out, take it in order wise and find the ratio for both the values. Then if the ratio are equal, they are in the proportion. Otherwise, they are not in the proportion. This is clear. So now here, solution. Given that the values are 15, 45, 40 and 120. Clear? So now the ratio of 15 and 45. First two values we are finding the ratio, which is equal to 15:45. Right, children? So which is implies 15:45 is equal to 15 divided by 45. So divide with 15, because both are multiples of 15, we will get 1/3, which is implies 1:3 we got. The ratio of first two values is nothing but 1:3. Next, we need to find out the ratio of 40 and 120, which is equal to 40:120. So 40:120, which is nothing but 40 by 120 divided with 40. Okay, you will get the answer is 1/3, which is equal to 1:3. So here we got 1:3. The ratio of first two values is 1:3. Even next two values also we got 1:3. Therefore here, 15, 45, 40 and 120 are in the proportion. Right, children? So therefore 15, 45, what is that here? 40, 120 are in the proportion. This is clear? Next, come to the D bit. 32, 48, 70 and 210. So we need to find out the ratio of 32 and 48, 70 and 210. So given 32, 48, 70 and 210. So first of all find out the ratio of 32 and 48, which is equal to 32:48. So which is implies 32:48 is equal to 32 divided by 48 divided with 16 in the numerator and denominator. You will get 2/3, which is equal to 2:3. We got the ratio of 32 and 48 is 2:3 ratio. Next, the ratio of 70 and 210. 70 and 210 is nothing but 70:210. So which is implies 70:210 is equal to 70/210. You should divide with 70. Okay, which is nothing but 1/3. The ratio is 1:3. Children, see this here. The ratio of first two values is 2:3 and next two values we got 1:3. Here the ratios are not equal. So therefore here the ratios are not equal. are not equal. Therefore 32, 48, 70 and 210 are not in proportion. Are not in proportion. Is this clear? Ratios are equal, are in proportion. Ratios are not equal, they are not in proportion. Copy this. Right children, let us discuss right, true or false. Question number 2. Whether the given ratios are in the proportion or not. The ratios are equal, we can write it is a true, means they are in the proportion. Otherwise it is a false statement. Right? So listen, find out the simplest form of the given ratios. So given that 21 is to 6 proportion, 35 is to 10. So I am taking first ratio and I am finding the simplest form, and second one simplest form. Okay. Now which is implies 21 is to 6 is nothing but 21 by 6. So excuse me. Both are multiples of 3. Okay. Divide with 3. You will get 21 divided by 3 is nothing but 7. 6 divided by 3 is nothing but 2. So we got 7 is to 2 ratio. The first two values we got the ratio is 7 is to 2, the simplest form. The next one is 35 is to 10, which is implies 35 by 10. So both are multiples of 5. We can divide with 5. So 35 divided by 5 is nothing but 7. 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2, which is nothing but 7 is to 2. Yes, we got the ratio is equal. So therefore it is true statement. Therefore it is true. Now come to the here. Next one is E bit. Okay. Now 5.2 is 3.9. Proportion 3 is to 4 here. So given that 5.2 is to 3.9. Proportion 3 is to 4. So first of all we need to find out the simplest form of these two. See, 5.2 is to 3.9, both are having same decimal. So that is 5.2 is to 3.9 can be written as 5.2 divided by 3.9. Both are having one decimal point. We can cancel both the decimals directly. You will get 52 by 39. So now, which is implies 52 divided by 39. Can you divide with 13 table? Because 39 is a multiple of 13 and 52 is also multiple of 13. 13 4s are 52. Okay, 4 by 13 3s are 39, which is equal to 4 is to 3. So the first two values ratio is 4 is to 3 and the next one is nothing but 3 is to 4. Okay, next one is given directly simplest form. Second ratio is 3 is to 4. Now tell me, the first ratio is 4 is to 3, second ratio is 3 is to 4. So both are in the proportion? No, they are not in proportion. Okay, they are not in proportion. So therefore the statement is wrong. Therefore the statement is false statement. Is this clear, children? 4 is to 3 is not at all is equal to 3 is to 4. These two ratios are not equal. First value is 4 here, but here we have 3. Okay, just copy this. Children, question number 3 is also same as this question number 2 only. Whether the given statement is true or not, they are asking. Right? So, 99 kg in the third question, say bit 99 kg is to 45 kg. Is equal to rupees 44 is to rupees 20. Okay. Now we need to find out the simplest form of these two ratios, whether these two are equal or not. We need to check it out. Okay, now children, right? So given 99 kg is to 45 kg is equal to rupees 44 is to rupees 20. See, both are in the rupees, both are in terms of kgs. Two different situations, but same quantity, same unit only. Both are kgs, both are rupees. So, which is implies. Now, find out first of all left hand side. So, 99 divided by 45. Both are divided with 9 table. Okay, 9 11s are 9 5s are, which is implies 11 is to 5. First one. And the second one is 44 by 20 should divide with let us divide with 4. Okay, 4 11s are 4 5s are. So we got 11 is to 5. Yes, therefore it is true. It is true. Rupees 99 kg is to 45 kg equal to rupees 44 is to rupees 20. We got the same ratio, 11 is to 5, 11 is to 5. Therefore, this statement is true. Let us discuss one more p bit. 32 meters is to 64 meters is equal to 6 second is to 12 second. Okay, first one is so given 32 meters is to 64 meter is equal to 6 second is to 12 second. Now which is implies 32 by 64. So 32 and 64 are the multiples of 32 table. So divide with 32 directly, you will get 1 by 2, which is implies 1 is to 2 ratio. So first two values we got as 1 is to 2 ratio. The next one is which is implies 6 by 12. So 6 and 12 are multiples of 6. So 1 by 2, even we got it is also 1 is to 2. So therefore here the statement is true. The statement is true statement. Yes, both are in the proportion. Is this clear, children? Just find out the ratio of first two values and next two values in the simplest form. If the ratio is equal, that is true statement. If ratio is not equal, that is a false statement. Right, children? Copy this. Children, let us discuss question number 4. Determine if the following ratios form a proportion. Also write the middle terms and extreme terms where the ratios form a proportion. We need to find out whether the given questions are in proportion or not. Okay, whether they form a proportion or not. If it is form a proportion, you can write the what are middle terms, what are extreme terms we need to write. Is it clear? Now in that a bit I am going to solve. That is 25 centimeter is to 1 meter and rupees 40 is to rupees 160. Whether they form in a proportion or not, we need to check it out first of all. Okay? So that is, we need to find out the ratio of first two is simplest form of these two and simplest form of these two. Children, see this here in the first question A bit. 25 centimeter is to 1 meter they given. Both are in different units. So convert 1 meter into centimeters, then find the ratio. And these two are in terms of they given rupees only. We can find out the ratio directly. Right? So now, given that 25 centimeter is to 1 meter, and also they given rupees 40 is to rupees 160. Okay, rupees 40 is to rupees 160. Now, which is implies 25 centimeter is to 1 meter, which is implies 25 centimeter is to 100 centimeters. Why we should write 100 centimeters here? Because 1 meter equal to 100 centimeters. Here I am going to write it. Since 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Right, children? Now which is implies 25 by 100. Okay, both are in the same unit. Divide with 25 in the numerator and denominator. You will get 1 by 4, which is implies 1 is to 4 ratio. This is we got 1 is to 4 ratio. Now next we need to find out the 40 and 160. Now which is implies rupees 40 is to rupees 160, which is implies both are in terms of rupees only. You can find out the directly. 40 divided by 160. Then divide with 40. Divide with 40, which is implies 1 by 4. Even we got here ratio 1:4 only. Right, children? So now we got the ratio here. Therefore, the ratios are equal. The ratios are equal. Therefore, 25 centimeter is to 1 meter are proportion. Keep proportion symbol. Rupees 40 is to rupees 120. 1 meter is nothing but what? Therefore, 25 centimeter is to 100 centimeter. Proportion rupees 40 is to rupees 120. Okay. Sorry children, 160. It is 160. Okay, it is 160. Now, what are the here? Therefore, here extreme terms equal to. Extreme terms is equal to. What are the extreme means? Both ends. That is 25 centimeter and rupees 160. Okay, and the middle terms. What are the middle terms? Middle terms is equal to. Okay, middle terms are 100 centimeters and rupees 40. Is this clear, children? So find the simplest form, ratio of simplest form of both the ratios. If ratios are equal, both are in the proportion. If they are in proportion, write the extreme terms as well as middle terms. Right, children? Copy this. Right, children, I hope you understood that today's class that is proportion. What is the proportion here? If two ratios are equal, then they are in proportion. Right? If the ratios are in proportion, the first and fourth terms are nothing but extreme terms, and second and third terms are called middle terms. Right, children? Whether the given ratios are in the proportion or not, how to check here? We need to find out the simplest form of given ratios. Then if the ratios are equal, we can say that both are in the proportion. Right? So here today's homework is exercise 12.2, question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever the bits I did not explain in these 4 questions, that you need to do in your class. Right, children? Thank you. Have a great day.